it's Ahmer here. So today we have another update video in my series where I take you along with me on my collecting journey, trying to grow my Super Nintendo collection, trying to ultimately go for a full licensed set of Super Nintendo Entertainment System games. So we are going for over 720 some games, and we left off last week with 249 as I had miscounted previously. So we are making a pretty good progress so far, finding some really cool items, finding display items, and just some other neat things along the way. So of course, this week is no different. Let's go ahead and check out this miracle. So let's go ahead and see everything that I picked up this week. So right away, I was so excited because I had a buddy of mine reach out to me, and he said that he was looking to kind of part ways with some items in his collection. So even though he did not give me the games to both of these items that you're about to see, they still are Super Nintendo related. So this right here is the Miracle Piano. This is a piano teaching system that actually came out for the PC, and of course there are some PC stickers slapped on here. And later this would go for the Nintendo Entertainment System, which games are around $30 or so. But then the Super Nintendo System, to play this actual piano on the Super Nintendo, you're gonna have to spend over $100 and some for the cartridge. So this right here is this really cool learning system for this musical instrument. So this right here, back in the day, actually did not do as well as it would have hoped, as this thing was pretty expensive when it came out. So this Miracle Piano teaching system was insane. It was over $400 or so when this thing came out, which around today's time, that would definitely be over $500–600 in today's time, probably even more. So that is just pretty insane to have this crazy piano system on a video game console. So this right here is actually really cool. It says, the first piano that teaches you how to play. Now you're playing to learn instead of learning to play. A professional instrument that grows with you. So on the back here, it has all of this stuff. It tells you everything: professional keyboard, NES, Super NES, Sega Genesis, IBM PC, Amiga, Mac, the Miracle Orchestra. It kind of shows you the different features that are optioned on pretty much every different system if it goes across the board here. So this is actually really cool. It says 49 standard size velocity sensitive keys, 128 digitized instruments and sound effects: piano, organ, vibes, violin, trumpet, flute, built-in 4 stereo speakers, no connection required, up to 8 instruments at a time, split keyboard can provide different sounds for left and right hands, stereo earphones included for private practice, a pedal as well for realistic piano performance. So this is actually really neat, and although this thing did not do very well, as this thing kind of flopped, I'm actually looking forward to digging into this a little bit later. I do need to actually find the different adapters for the Nintendo Entertainment System and the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and of course come across the cartridges as well. So I'm not really going to count this as a part of the games, but this is something that I needed for this full set here, as this is a weird little peripheral. And to find it complete in the box here, well, mostly complete without the cables in the game, does have the styrofoam and the piano itself. This is just so cool, a neat little item that never really thought that I'd find for a good deal, as these things are pretty big and bulky, so trying to ship them is insanely expensive. But then he also had this, and I'm definitely excited about this as well. We have this Batter Up. So this is Batter Up, It's a Hit. So I don't have the game for it, but I do actually, I think, own one of these for the Sega Genesis as well. This is pretty much a weird controller. So this has a formed foam handle, an extra long 12-foot cable, thick foam padding, and controller pad built in to handle all game functions. So Batter Up lets you step up to the plate and swing against your favorite Major League pitchers. So this is actually really neat and a pretty cool addition as well. And I'm just so thankful because this is the Super Nintendo version of the box, do have another one somewhere in the game room for the Sega Genesis that I was able to score years ago. They're not entirely too expensive, but once again, trying to find everything complete with the box and everything else, that's where you usually pay your money. Then another cool display item. I actually saw this in my game store. So this right here is Ken Griffey Jr.'s Winning Run. This is a display-only Super Nintendo box. So I really especially like this one, as I don't think it's actually been bent or put together. So this is actually really cool, as we have Ken Griffey Jr. Of course, he was all the rage back during this time frame. Pretty much had all these different games. I even have a couple shirts and promotional items as well. It says the incredible 3D baseball with more stats, player trades, and full season action. Free inside, Griffey collector card. So this is actually really cool. Would be pretty neat to find. Not only just the display box, but also finding a complete in-box copy at some point. But this right here, it says limited offer inside, Air Griffey collectibles. So I thought that this was a cool little find at my local game store, Retro Replay. This is definitely pretty cool, and I'm so excited to add another kind of promotional item into the collection here, and just adding it with some more cool stuff. So it's not always about the video games, it's also about some of the other cool stuff as well. Now, I did find some video games there, and these were actually pretty inexpensive overall. So first up, we have this Football Fury game. So this is kind of like a sports game. So this is, of course, one of your typical football games. This one kind of lets you just jump right into the action, and it has some cool things to it. I really like the artwork on this label here. Very clean label. Definitely have to try out this football game. So I didn't really play a whole lot of sports games back in the day, especially football ones. But this one looks pretty interesting, so I'll just have to see if this is pretty simple to learn with some of the moves and the stats and everything else, or see if this is not really as fun. So let me know if you guys have played this Football Fury game, but this is one that I had to add to the collection. And then right here we have this, which is Daffy Duck The Marvin Missions. So this one is, of course, your typical Looney Tunes game. They made tons of these on pretty much every single system back then. This is one that I don't think I actually played, but it actually looks like a lot of fun. I think you kind of have like this blaster gun in here, but I'll definitely have to do some digging around on this particular game and see if it's anything that I'm interested in. I used to love the Bugs Bunny games back in the day, mostly the Crazy Castle ones on the Game Boy. I just had a blast with those, so I'll have to see if this is any similar action to that. And then we have this one, which haven't really found this one before. This is Arrow the Acrobat. So this one apparently is about this main character here. So apparently there was some evil guy who went and kind of ruined this like carnival or this little show that was going on. And he, of course, has to save the day and go up against the enemies and try and save everyone. Pretty much the premise to a lot of games. But this one actually looks very interesting, and it's something that I don't really know of, so I'm pretty excited to add this one into the collection, kind of give this one a go. Had a rather clean label, just a little bit of kind of a fade right here on the Super Nintendo logo. Thought that that was pretty weird. And then this game right here, this one actually looks like a lot of fun. So this is Pushover. So this says G.I. Ant. So pretty much you're an ant and you just have to collect cash. So this is like a weird kind of level-based game. It's kind of one of those puzzle-style platforming games. So this one actually looks like a lot of fun as well, just something different with that puzzle style. I'll have to see if this one's challenging. It looked like it had tons of different levels on here. I think it said like 100 levels or something crazy like that. So I'll have to see if this one is any fun at all as well. So overall, I'm definitely thrilled with this week as we are making some progress. Now we actually have to find some stuff to go ahead and flip and get some more money in the little challenge here that we're trying to grow the Super Nintendo collection without paying all this money. Now because a buddy of mine hooked me up with these, I didn't really have to worry about that. But then here, I think we spent maybe like $40 or something for all of this. So this really wasn't a bad week here, but we do need to actually go out there, some thrift stores and Facebook Marketplace stores, see if I can find some things to flip to kind of get some more money in this little series here. But this is so cool because not only did we add 4 more games into the collection, we added a cool display box, this miracle piano in the box. Of course, I'll have to find the games and the cables to go ahead and hook it up to the systems, but we also added this batter up controller as well. So that is definitely great right here. So last week we had 249, at least I think. Maybe I miscounted again, but I think that's what we're up to. So of course we hit the 250 mark. So we'll just have to keep kind of pushing through this and see how many more we can get. As now that we have crossed the 250 mark, we should be able to quickly jump ahead, try and get moving through this. Hopefully I can find some more common games for a pretty decent deal, and then hopefully get into some more of the heavy hitters. So let me know if you liked any of these particular games growing up, if there were any that you had a blast playing. Did you play with one of these miracle pianos? Was it all the hype back then to have one? And let me know if you guys played this batter up controller as well. So of course, let me know in the comments below. And thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out my other videos and stay tuned for more.